He's just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver.
Come on. Hey.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 29, Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Broncos hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Austin brings in the quick throw. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Hurts throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
18, right here. 60
Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get caught. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hey, check that. Street.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
79 Broncos. Back in 60. 18.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Murray now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A final shot before half for Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray.
That is caught by Mims.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trey McBride, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
McCaffrey on the counter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Carlos Basham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. And just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Raiders on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray on the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll leave 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
But it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find Judy.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
19, 19. Trap 19. Trap 19.
Throwing is Hurts.
Gets this to Moore. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Looking to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Captain 11, Captain 11. Deputy Ranger, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Smith with a grab. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Murray to throw. Rolling. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So this